Hi, welcome. If you are listening to the Guidance from Within podcast, or if you're on the Akashic Almanac YouTube, wherever you are, if you're watching me give this reading or this podcast, or if you're just listening, welcome. If this is your first episode, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here and for spending the time here in this space that we've collectively created together. Guidance from Within podcast has come from a place of service, and the YouTube video is for those who are more visual and want to actually see a reading, an Akashic Record reading being given, so feel free to check out the video. But yeah, just welcome here. I want to tell you a little bit about me and why I'm here. Why am I showing up in this space? I took my first esoteric healing, which is an energy healing class, when I was 14 years old through my grandmother, and ever since then my life has been filled with esoteric knowledge and very much on the spiritual path. And if you can imagine what it's like to be a freshman in high school and have your whole world opened up to the possibility of how we live that's unseen, what we live in our daily lives that we that go unseen, and how that affects our daily lives, whether it be our spiritual initiation or the rays that affect us that influence, or like these energetic vitamins, or talking to our spirit guides and our spirit team and tuning into them and asking for help and meditating and finding that space to heal. So this world has been a part of my life at a very young age, and it's been 11 years since I first took that esoteric healing class, and it changed my life forever. It definitely is a part of who I am, and so in saying that, my spirit team is definitely here on this path with me. Everything that I create comes from my Akashic records. Everything that I do, and of being of service, whether it's Guidance from Within podcast, the Akashic Almanac YouTube channel, or Magic Waters, which is my new Etsy shop where I create bath and body products to help us feel good, help us rejuvenate, help us relax. That all stems from this very creative place and is guided by my own Akashic records. So that's a little bit about me. Thank you for being here. And what I usually do on this podcast, whether you're in the YouTube family and you're watching this as the video, or whether you're just listening to this as the podcast, it doesn't matter. You are a part of this reading. You are a part of this family, this community, and I open my Akashic records and I allow my spirit team to come through to be able to give a message for those listening today. And there's no time within the Akashic records because all time is happening at once. Time is irrelevant pretty much in the records. But my spirit team knows, right? Like my higher self, my soul knows that is very much a part of my journey to be able to share what I've gone through, share what I've learned with the world, with anyone who is curious enough to listen. And so they are ready. They're prepared to give a message today. So I'm going to go ahead and say the pathway prayer process. Feel free to skip ahead. It's just the prayer we use to open the Akashic records, and then I will see what they want to say. I feel very excited, and I feel a lot of love this morning. I feel a lot of love. So here we go. If you can, take a second to ground into the earth, come into this meditative state, follow the breath, go into this heart space. With each inhale and exhale, noticing the rise and fall of the belly, of the chest. If you're driving, of course, don't do this, right? But just take a moment to tune in, because this is part of your reading. You're part of this group if you're listening, so take a moment to tune in and to relax into this. Grounding into Mother Earth, beautiful. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know Brittany in the light of the Akashic records, to see Brittany through the eyes of the Lords of the records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of Brittany have for her. Help me to know Brittany in the light of the Akashic records, to see Brittany through the eyes of the Lords of the records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of Brittany have for her. The records are now open. I'm feeling static. I'm feeling static all over my body. I'm feeling static energy. It's very frenzied energy on my skin. what's interesting is that it is needing to be cleared. So a reminder for us to take time to clear the static off, to, as you would dust a bookshelf, as you would dust your home, as you would clean your home, clean the body in an energetic sense. What are you doing to clear the body, clear the static off of you? As you go about through your day, you are going into a world of a lot of energy. If you work around a lot of people, you are in the energy of a lot of people. You are swapping energy day to day in what you're doing. Now, if you are at home, maybe you're around family or roommates or housemates or friends, you're also swapping energy, and there's static energy that maybe is not yours that you're holding. So they're asking you to clear your auric field, clear your energy, do a ceremony around this. Feel free to sage, cleanse, do something that's going to get the static energy off of you, off of your auric field. Like, shake it off, like you would dust and clean your house, dust and clean the energy of your body, okay? Also, there's a second part to this. They want you to know that when this happens, when this dusting happens, there's a rejuvenation that happens, and things are going to start shifting for you, like things being unblocked. They want to show you, if you clean a window, with glass cleaner, more sunlight can come in, and it might change the temperature of your house, right? Like the sense of, if you open the window and clean the window, more sunlight can come in, and then the temperature of the home may change because there's more sun, right? It's the sense of when you're cleaning and clearing the body, releasing the energy of the body, letting more of this rejuvenation happen. Things start shifting within the body, within the home of the self. Like, the body is the home of the self, right? So I hope this is making sense. I hope I am verbalizing what they're showing me, and I hope it's making sense. But regardless of that, the main point of this is clear yourself, clear this frenzy energy that's over you, and let it go. So I took a second, because what they're showing me is this. They showed me cutting. They showed me scissors cutting, and I was like, okay, what are we doing? We're cutting something. Have you ever seen where people cut out these people who are all connected? It's like if you were to take a paper, and there's a lot of layers to this paper, and then you cut out the shape of a person, and then you string them up, and there's all these cutouts of these like gingerbread cookie cutouts, but they're all connected, right? Like, you didn't sever the connection. They want you to know, to remind you that that's what it's like for all of us. Yes, we are individually cut out and shaped to be uniquely who we are, but when we take that cutout and we string ourselves together, we're all still connected. We are all still holding hands as this like gingerbread cutout. I hope you can imagine what they're showing me. I don't really know what the name of this is, but we are all connected still. So no matter where you go in life, your decisions affect others. Your decisions affect those around you. Your decisions very much affect your path and where you're going in life. But just as we are all cut uniquely, we are still connected in that way of, it's like if you were to do like arts and crafts at your home, and you're creating something. It's like the universe has uniquely created each of us, and we have shown up here with a divine will to be creators in this body, but that divine will to be a creator in this body does not take away from your connection to others. Your individual essence of who you are is important, but because you have this individual essence, that doesn't mean you are not connected to the other. You are still this cookie, like gingerbread cookie cutout, but you are still holding hands of all the other cutouts, right? So unique to you, but also connected. You are connected to everyone and to everything. You're very much a part of the whole. No matter how much you don't want to be or how much you want to go and hang out by yourself in the forest, right? Or like be alone in the world, there is no such thing as being alone in the world, because everything you do ripples out and affects others. So reminding you that yes, you could run away from your problems or drop everything and run away or want to escape, but even that escaping or wanting to run away still affects others. It doesn't only affect your life and your circumstance, it affects all of those around you, because we are still connected. And yes, honor this individual essence of who you are. Honor the uniqueness of who you are and your life's mission and purpose here on earth. However, you are still connected to the greater. Everything you do reflects the greater. Everything you do either is in a service of the highest good or derails you from being in service of the highest good. And who's to say that things that are perceived as mistakes, or when we perceive things as accidents or mistakes or something that's wrong, is not serving the highest good? Who are we to judge that? Right? Who are you to judge a friend's mistakes because in some way that got them closer to where they needed to go? Right? So it's all about perception. It's all about perception. It's funny, they're showing me those old dial clocks, you know, those old clocks where you would have to go like, you'd spin the dial and it goes like, okay, 8, 2, 8, and it's the spinning dial on a phone. They're showing me this, and it's like each of us has our unique calling code to spirit. I absolutely love this. Each of us has our own unique calling code for spirit. So this is beautiful. I'm so happy they brought this up. Just like you would have to insert a number to be able to call a specific phone for a specific person, each of us has our own unique way. Just like we have individuality, we're our own unique essence. Each of us has our own unique way of connecting to spirit, of calling spirit. For me, it might be the Akashic Records or meditation. For you, it could be going on a walk outside and that being how you connect to spirit. For you, it could be painting and that's how you connect and have this creative divine flow of connecting to spirit. For you, it could be in the dream state. Maybe you remember all of your dreams and the messages that come through from your guides in your dreams, okay? Maybe it's yoga. Maybe yoga is your perfect way of receiving messages from divine. So they want you to remember, as we each have our own unique code to dial spirit, our own unique phone number as humans, right? We all have our own unique ways of connecting to spirit, and they want you to know this, because they don't want you to feel like you're severed from spirit, like you are severed from the connection to divine, because you're not. It's only a matter of you changing perspective and finding that unique tool, that unique, okay, they're calling it a gateway, that unique gateway to connecting to spirit and your way. The gateway to connecting to spirit your way, okay? So yes, maybe you've tried to open your Akashic Records, but it felt like you weren't ready, or it felt like that wasn't it for you. Try something else. Maybe you need to journal and do automatic writing. Whatever that might be for you. I know someone who started by typing a paper on her laptop, right? And all of a sudden, she started hearing this voice in her mind, and it was an Arcturian guide, right? Like she was channeling an Arcturian guide, but she was sitting there to start to do work, to write. But all of a sudden, it opened that gateway in her brain to start receiving messages from an Arcturian guide, which I'm going to have a whole like podcast video, YouTube video on these dimensional beings who are here with us, who I talk to. But Arcturians are one of them. We also have Pleiadians and some other really fun spirit guides that we all connect to, but I'm saving that for another day. So find your way to connect. Okay, so I want to reiterate. You know what's funny? When I try to backtrack, I've already forgotten what I've said. It's like, whoop, gone. It comes into my brain and then it goes. Okay, yes, first thing, clear yourself, which is another really great way to be open to connection to divine, is being that clear channel, being able to clear yourself, right? So clear the frenziness. And just because we are all individual, we are all also still connected to one another. There is duality here, and that we are very individual. We have our own free will. We have our personal phone number, right? But we are still connected to everything. We are still connected, and our actions and our thoughts and our emotions also still affect those around us, and to a greater extent the world. And the third thing, find what connects you to spirit. It's really important to have that lifeline. If you don't have that lifeline, you're not going to want to be here. And your purpose is so much greater than you know to be here right now. Your purpose is so much greater than you have to be aware of to be here right now. Just know that there is a reason you're here. There's a bigger and a greater powerful impact that you're having in the long run on the timeline of humanity. So find what connects you to spirit. Find what connects you in your unique way. What opens that gateway for you to be able to connect to spirit. That is really important moving forward. It's really important moving forward. Yeah. Beautiful. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lord of the Akashic Records for their point of view. I would like to thank you for all the knowledge and healing within this reading. And thank you to my spirit team. The records are unclosed, amen. The records are unclosed, amen. The records are unclosed, amen. Beautiful. Thank you for listening today. Thank you for being here on the podcast, Guidance from Within podcast, or on the Akashic Almanac YouTube channel, wherever you are. Blessings to you. If this resonated with you, please let me know. This is a very small channel, a very small corner of the world, and it's part of what I feel called to do. It's part of what I feel called to do. So if you think someone else would resonate with this, please share it. Please subscribe, right? Like, please stay in touch. And I love to hear from you. I absolutely love to hear from you. If you resonated with this or another video or another podcast, let me know. Like, just reach out, let me know. We are all going through this together, and it is really special to be able to create this community and meet and talk with all of you. So yeah, we'll have a beautiful week. I will see you next week, and maybe then I'll talk about some of our spirit friends, some of our other beings that we are in partnership with, especially as we move forward into this fifth dimensional space on Earth. So blessings to you.